activated. Let's see. There we go. There's that. And live chat. Oh, welcome live chat. Remember, guard blah, blah, blah. All right. All messages are visible. Okay, here we go. Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Right now it's only a couple people, but for everyone who's watching this after the video comes out, my name is Ryan Cook. I am working on a rendition of Gandalf, and I am struggling to get started today. So I thought if I went live, it'll force me to carve and actually produce. So that's why we're here today. And I accidentally deleted the other video that was uploading on my phone, and it didn't work, and it was absolute nightmare. Actually, super pissed about it. But yeah, so we're kind of at the point now with this phase where it's time to start getting balanced, time to start working in detail, and it's time to start getting it done. You know, I haven't had much work on it this week. I was doing the series Big Timber, which will be on History Channel, which was really fun. That'll be out in the fall. A really cool episode. And so now it's time to refine this face. So over the next hour and a bit, I'm just going to refine the face. I'll talk when I can. I'll check back and look at the comments, see if there's anybody who's got any questions or anything like that. But we are going to just get this thing kind of done, because that is the time. So as you can see, my reference down here is the Gandalf picture. I really it's a drawing, and this is a plastic version. But there's some things I liked. You know, you look at this. I like the bags under the eyes, the definition in the nose, that kind of stuff. Every artist's concept is a little bit different. So, you know, then you get to the real picture and you see the lines. So that's what we're going to focus on here. We're going to focus on getting those eyebrows nice and punched up. Really a bunch of stuff. So, hey Glenn, what's happening? So that's it. Today is, hey Claire. Yeah, today is literally like getting this face done. And that will hopefully motivate me to do the rest of my projects and then do a quick carve video for the weekend. So if anybody has any suggestions for a quick carve that they want to see for like a weekend release, I'm going to try to do a video tomorrow and a video Saturday. I just have to edit them. One I haven't carved yet, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. My good buddy Jordy Johnson, he actually gave me some bark. So I might do like a Dremel-only bark carving, but I think this week is going to be pretty quick, so I don't know. Might do a Hobbit house. Not entirely sure yet. But pitter-patter, let's get at her. And so right now, I got to balance the nose out and, you know, taper that up. I'm just looking to kind of get things level, proportionate. There's a crack here. Don't worry about cracks. Cracks can be fixed later. And then I want to look at, like, you know, how his hair is. So I'm going to use this a lot for what I'm doing, how the hair is going to pull in, fix those sideburns, really try to define the lines in his forehead. This wood is now dry, so it's time to really, oh, that's not good. Saw that thing move. Sorry, guys. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I'm actually going to use my Fordham. I set it up. I know, well, I don't know what's going on with Dremel, but I used to get free stuff from them, but not as much anymore. So we're going to try everything, and I'll give you guys my honest opinion on them. So I set up my Fordham. It's kind of jimmy-rigged, and it's a bit far away. But you know what? Screw it. I've spent like $500 on it when I first started carving, so I might as well use the fucking thing. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to swear. That's going to, you know, maybe come down in stuff. So, okay. I'm going to be using all saber-tooth burrs and bits. This will be the Fordham. This is the new super aggressive bit. If you guys are not super comfortable with aggressive bits, I do not recommend them. This is Makito 805, I believe. 801C. I don't like the toggle. I bought this not thinking things clearly, the toggle's actually really hard on the engine, because if you stop it and then you let it go, the engine turns off. And then if you click it back on, it takes a bit for that engine to get going. So if you're looking to get yourself a die grinder, get the one with the clip. And I will be using also the battery-powered one, which is great. And then this thing. I love this thing, as you guys all know. And then, of course, we are going to use Dremels. I got the Dremel Flex Shaft. I don't have all the collets for the Fordham, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on that. I'll use it for, like, roughing out some of the big stuff, like here. I'll probably use it for here. I'm not very familiar with this tool, so it's also going to be kind of like a learning experience for me, too. I always thought it was weak, but once I turned it on, it's actually got some balls, you know. It's got power, so why not? Let's get to it. Everybody asks about the mask. This is U2 sports masks. You have to buy them at like allergystore.com or U2 sports masks. The owner was kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, so I don't really like promoting them, but I like their masks. And I do have my Peak Safety one for my JSP power cap, but I would wear it if it was me just doing this on camera, like for GoPro and filming it. But since I'm here and I need to talk to you guys, the apparatus is too much noise, and people have complained about it being too much noise. So we'll just use this thing, and yeah, let's get this thing done. I need this thing done, the face done today. And it's not far off. I think just when you get into, and this happens, so just so everybody knows, like, I'm going to go off on a little bit of a rant, because it happens to all of us. Like, I get messages from a lot of you guys about how do you do this? I'm not happy with how this is. I wish I could do it like this, and you know, a little bit of negative stuff in a sense, or not negative, but like, oh, I wish I could do it this way, or oh, I wish it was that easy, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But for me, like, I'm like many other people, like, I'm just like any one of you. I get in a rut. I am in a freaking carving rut right now. That's why I'm live. I am in I don't know, I just don't feel like carving. But I've got so many orders that I have to get them done. And this is kind of like helping me being here with you guys. But one thing about being in a rut, which I advise to anybody, or if you're stuck when you're just starting out carving, you don't know what to do, just get the tools in your hands, get pushing into it, and just do it. Because you can sit around your shop, putter around. I mean, look at my shop, man. If you guys know my videos, you have never, ever, ever seen it this organized. And I have it disorganized because I have been procrastinating. And it sucks, you know? It happens to everybody is what I'm saying. So don't feel like you're alone. And I don't feel like I'm alone. I've talked to Kev, I talked to Chris Bolts, I talked to like a bunch of my buddies, a bunch of you guys too, who I messaged. But, you know, when you get into a rut, just get your tools in your hands, start carving, and just get back on it, because something will click when you hit this. And for me, like, I'm overthinking this space right now, and I need to start carving, because I know there's a lot of you who are here to watch me carve. But it's just something that I needed to get off my chest, because, you know, we're all human, and that's life, you know, like it happens to all of us. All right. So the plan with Gandalf. Get the face done. I'm going to work the hair. This is a really well budgeted carving. The hat is going to be separate, so you can put the hat on and off. And then this big slab back here, I hope you guys can see it. Once I'm done this face, I'm going to get right into that. And hopefully today I get it finished, because that's going to be a video on how to carve a bow staff and how to do like staffs, you know, why not? So, yeah, I'm looking at everything. Look for balance. I always like to do a line. This is down low. I instantly see it. When we left off last time, the face was a little too wet. So I get asked a lot about wood. Wood, if it's wet, doesn't necessarily matter in cedar a ton. It will crack, as wood always does. Just jam a shim in it, jam some wood glue in it. It is. But now that it is surface dry, we can now punch in nice detail. And it only takes a day or two to get surface dry, because once you expose it, you have to remember, like, these carvings, these pieces of wood have been enclosed, and it's like ripping off a Band-Aid super fast. You rip off a Band-Aid, and you're exposing wood that's been in, I mean, if it's old growth wood, it's been hidden for over a couple hundred years, right? It's been inside the tree. And we as carvers are ripping that shit off as fast as we can, and that's how it's going to be. So, let's go. Sorry, guys. Just had to do that little rant. And, okay, so I'm going to start off with the Fordham, just to give it a shot, and I'll give you guys my opinion on it. It's a very expensive tool, and this is a super aggressive bit. I was actually just too lazy to change it, but I think I can use this to balance out the mustache here. But looking at Gandalf's face there, you know, I'm always checking picture references, so that's a good version right there. So, you see how that hair is right there? The hair is right there. You know, there's not a ton, so that's actually going to be not as recessed as it was. Cool thing about this Fordham is it goes back, forward, and reverse. Just don't have it on forward and click it to reverse. They should have like two different settings, like an on switch one way and an on switch the other way or something, because, yeah, I hadn't used this thing in a few years and flicked it on and went to flick it off and was like, boom, jumped, and the whole machine almost just blew up. Okay, here we go, guys. You! Just like to kind of work in the, keep it balanced, just working in the lip. You're really focused on the lip, and when you're doing lip, you know, your bottom lip is always kind of out, and your top lip goes up. You just make sure you look at pictures. There's so many references for doing faces, and I see people get them wrong all the time, including myself, so don't worry about that. And with these big bits, they're hyper-aggressive. So I'm just going to kind of like play with shaping, get things a little more balanced. This thing's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I've hated on this thing before, and it's not too powerful, but it's consistent, you know? Yeah, it doesn't bag out, so that's cool. So this bit won't last because it is too big. And we're just trying to balance everything out. So forehead's kind of like twist a bit. I'm looking at this, how it goes. He's got a bit of a sharper forehead and a big V. Yeah, so this is a little sharper, so I need to tighten this up. And as I'm tightening this up, I'm thinking about the eyebrows. He's got very bushy eyebrows, so I'm going to leave a lot of room up here. Okay, so with this Fordham, you got to make sure it stops before you change the direction. Okay, I'm going to switch to a flame bit. Of course, I don't have it in front of me, which sucks, but where is it? What die grinder would it be on? Let me 1 second, guys. I gotta go to the shop and grab my flame bit. And there it is. Okay. So, I'm going to use this flame bit, which is my go-to bit. And I have a green right now, but Sabertooth is literally sold out of these because the oranges are so popular. This is my favorite bit. I think it's the half-inch quarter for the die grinder. It's awesome. It really is good. I'm looking at the screen. If anybody has questions and they want to ask, fire away. While I'm here, let me see live chat. There we go. Oh, and if anybody's watching, give it a like. Give this video a like because it helps in SEO search or whatever the heck that stuff is. Okay, here we go. Switch that off. And thank you for those 2 people who just gave it a like. I appreciate that. You. Okay, so I switched it to this, and I am going to. I could burn a bit of it off. So I've shown this trick before in some videos, but if you guys haven't seen this trick, it's for when you're carving wet wood and you run into the wood sticking like this. So this actually happens quite often in cedar, especially in wet stuff. And I've seen people, and I used to do it myself. You use a wire brush and you just scrape it off, or you turn it on and use the wire brush. It crushes these things. Now, I don't like to heat them up, but my buddy Steve Kinzora, I think like, 7 years ago, showed me this trick. And you just heat it up so it's a little bit red. You turn it on, and then it'll start to like burn off, and then you can see they'll start firing off. And it's not good to heat the metal up like crazy, but if you just let it go, and actually with the Dremel, when you let it, you stop it and do it, then it like burns itself a little more, and then you click it on, and then she rocks. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So this is good. This is all you need to do because now you've burnt off all the bad wood. There, see that? Now that's all burning off as we speak. And this bit, though I've heated up the metal, will be as good as new. I'll stop it here quickly for you and show you. See that? Perfect. No metal touching it, no extra things. The only thing you're doing is if you really, really heat it up, it will actually it'll soften the metal and or the steel, and then cause it to get weaker. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So I push in this part as far as I need to because this can be deep. And I'm always looking to where the pupil is to here. That's kind of how the mouth goes. There's a bunch of books that show you that. And then keeping it balanced. And I taper it in. Yeah. And I want him to be a bit happier, so when you smile, your cheeks come back. So I want him to be a kind of happy-go-lucky guy, so I'm going to dig in here and pull these back a bit. And you don't need to go crazy right away. You can do it slow. You're just accenting. And then there's that nice little triangle. There we go. And then taper back the nostrils. Keep yourself looking. Am I balanced? No, I'm a little low here. Seeing that this nose is close. We've got that, and then it comes up here. Big, bushy. And big, bushy. And he's got these big droopy, I don't know what you call them, sleep circles. So I'm going to start that right kind of where the eye would be. And then see how it's just dragging it down, keeping my tip being the spot where my final part touches. Look at the picture, see how it just drops like a big U. And then bringing it up. Trying to keep it balanced. There we go. So, I've had enough of this boredom. It's cool, but I like using my finger sander and, okay, here we go. So, finger sander, battery powered, it's awesome. Sorry about the noise outside, they're fixing my roof, my boys fixing the roof. So, alright, now, I can just do this just as fast with this. Not faster. Because you're just playing with it. Okay. I pulled the last part of the hair, like right at the top. You know, you want to show where these strands come from. And if you go back and watch that video I just did about how to carve hair, that's kind of what I'm telling you about is, especially in beards, you know, you've got this line here, which is a very prominent line, and a lot of carvers, including myself, will do, you know, they won't showcase it actually pulling off the skin because that's where the hair ends. So, you know, you layer it on top of each other because these hairs are coming from down here and this battery is dead. One sec. Okay. So you just think about like the different levels of hair pattern, fur pattern. Goes for bears, goes for eagles, goes for any type of animal. They're all pulling off of the necks, and separating them really goes and emphasizes like what you're trying to capture in spirit faces or dogs, bears, anything with fur. So I like to just so showing a starting point and an ending point is great. You know, like hopefully you guys can see this, and I'm not blocking it. But when you show a starting point, that's that's a really good thing. So you got a start and an end down at the bottom. That to me is a great way to do any kind of hair. Showing where it starts and where it ends and why it does it that way. Just like this comes from here, and then you got this one that pulls down and it's behind it. You know, you're showcasing like your work and you're showcasing like what it's actually like. Like curly hair, nightmare. But doing this kind of wizard stuff, it's what sells. That's what everybody wants, anyways. Everybody likes spirit faces. Everybody likes that idea of what chainsaw carving kind of is, and it's so popular. So why not play to it? But when you're pushing your levels and you want to like step it up, this is kind of how I have stepped it up. And to when I get better, I'll tell you guys then when I start researching how to like make it even better next time. Because that's what I try to do. I'm always trying to look at different art, look at different mediums, see what people done. Some people in clay, they don't even showcase the change in fur. They just make it very smooth. And when we sand it, it's going to get smooth too. So, you know, right now, we'll do that. So eyebrows, remember when you're looking at eyebrows, they travel in this direction. So I remember Jeff Moore, he taught me how to do, how I do eyebrows, and it's always stuck with me. So this is going to be up high, but I'm just going to try to like accent the idea of these, you know, because that's all you have to do is just accent the idea of it. And yeah, so here we go. Start here, pull it down. And then remember your eye socket is here. This is going to be skin. We're not there yet, but we will. We're getting this whole thing done today on this screen because it is time to get it done. I'm going to push this back, and that's where my crow's feet will be. You know, you use the crow's feet, just the idea of it. I'll do that with Dremel later. Okay. There we go. So, that's a great start. Here we go. See, just adding in the accents of, those power lines. Like this is, and try to keep them somewhat balanced, but they don't have to be because okay. So now we're getting there. Now we're starting to pull some detail out, and I think I'm going to get the chainsaw out and do a little beard touch up because I want to just set some final spots here.
Wow.
Okay. So, that's good. We're still rocking. Good, good. Still on. So, Happy Gandalf. If you can't find something, just go online and search it, right? That's the best thing I can say. Happy Gandalf. Let's see. Smiles. There we go. So there's kind of a happier look for him. Won't do that. Ah, there we go. Caring. Add to photos. Just in case there's something there. Well, that's good too. Add to photos. Yeah, I'm just looking for like certain things that are gonna jump out at me. Like this look here with his, oh, that's a, or if I can save that to GIF or GIF or whatever they're called. Okay, so got a bunch of new photos, and to see him moving like that, that's actually kind of cool. And if it keeps doing that, that'll be great. Okay. Okay, so I can see now I need to dig in here more and give that like a little bit of a curl. If you start looking at where the facial features are, you know. So I need to tuck that in up here. This is a little bit of a gap here. Seeing him move is great. And there's a nice big circle here. Same with here with nice smile lines. And he's got a big nose. That's what he's got here. And it just tapers up. So I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going with it. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay, let's see, we still there? Ah, cool. So, you guys could tell that I had to drop it down here because I'm freehanding it right now, but you know you can see certain things. Oh, Jackie boy, look at this rascal. You guys all know Jack, my buddy. Hi, Jack. I don't got any food today, pal. Oh, Jack. You can get the flex shaft. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm gonna use the flex shaft right now too. That Dremel has. So when you're doing faces like this, you know, you can easily get off balance, right? So I'm always like, you'll see me do this a lot, especially on the piece. It's just for my eyes to check it. And one good thing is I can't do it right now because I'm using it, my phone. But I always take a picture because a picture is a flat surface. It's a 2D. It can instantly show you what's wrong with your piece. Now, I can tell just from looking at it, this eye is a little deeper than this eye. So I'm going to have to keep pushing that back, but I'm getting sick of this boredom, so I'm going to switch to either the flex shaft Dremel or whatever bit I have already on it because I'm lazy. And then I'm just going to try to give him a smirk, right? Because he needs to be kind of a happy-go-lucky wizard. And when you're starting to emphasize, you know, like happiness or an emotion, that's kind of what I like to think as I'm carving is try to be happy. But no, you look at different pictures and you can take selfies of yourself and you look at just certain lines that your face does or certain, you know, a lot of times you'll hear the term sculptors always are sculpting themselves because a lot of the times they're looking in mirrors and looking at references. You know, Gandalf, there's tons of them. This is not Gandalf by any means. This is just me working extra hard on doing a good face. I mean, you could sand this, punch in the eyes, and be done. But I want to, like, kind of really start to do some nice folds and wrinkles in the eyes and kind of just play around with that. And then I got to sharpen up the lips and punch in the eyes. And then I got to figure out what eyes am I going to do. You know, you can take the circle bit, you know, one of these bits, like this, and just punch it straight in, and then do like another dot and another dot. But I think I'm going to go probably that half oval with the dot and maybe hollow out the back part and then leave the highlight in the front. I'm not entirely sure yet, so I got to make that decision here pretty quick. But eyes are so important because you want it to capture the eyes of a face are probably the most important part of any sculpture because the eyes are going to be the selling point. People look to connect with the piece. When you're looking to connect with the piece, that is the eyes, the hands, the fingers, the mouth, the gesture, you know. But for me, you know, like I can see, I got to balance this thing out of it, so I got to switch to Dremel, but you know, your eyes are going to grab it. So I know I could fall back on the eyes that I've done, which is a half circle, half circle. It pops. It really does look good. But, you know, you look at Simon O'Rourke's work, and he does those half circle. I've never done them good. He does like that half circle, beveled out kind of eye. And they look so good. Like ridiculously good. But, you know, you got to get in where you fit in, and I don't know if I if I could do that or not. So, let's give it a little blow off and see where we're at. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but just for me right now, I'll look at it like this, okay? So, you know, we step at it from a front angle, and it looks pretty balanced. I can see that for me when I'm looking at it, for you guys to listen, or just to check it out, see if this works for you. I can tell what I'm looking at through this picture. The lip right there is slightly off. The hair line needs to be tightened up, so I need to shift that over to there. And the eyes look quite good. You know, you see how my finger is checking the balance there? It's pretty good. You know, he kind of looks happy but a little concerned. So I need to pull up the eyebrows to give him that look, you know, and that's something now. I'm going to leave the camera here maybe, and then you guys can have a better straight-on look. I'll just try to stay out of the way as best I can. Yeah, that should work for me. Sorry if I get in front. I have to be able to see it from the front. So, yeah, it's pretty close. I can tell that this is a little elongated. So I'm going to bring this up a bit and show more of the lip, pronounce the lip more, because you could tell proportionately it's a bit off. It's a bit low. So they do have those big faces, but proportions are important. You know, your measurements are, you know, you can kind of do a quick check from pupil to beat the nose, and then it would be to like chin. So this needs to come up, which is easy. You just kind of take the grinder and commit. To recess this back. And I'm going to make this come up. Okay, so just by pushing that up, you can see now that that's a lot closer, and then I can come in with the final Dremel and shape that lip out underneath the hair, and then even pull the hair over it to hide the lip, but just changing that by a little bit adjusts the proportion quite a bit. Now, and this is one thing for you guys too. I know this isn't the most exciting like live video, and on a Friday I probably should be doing like a quick carve or some shit. Maybe at the end I'll do something. But, you know, like, this is what it's like when you really, really are trying to do detail. And without me trying to, like, explain it to you, I'd be looking at pictures. I'm doing the same thing. And it, you know, without trying to stop and explain, it'd be the same amount of time, if not more, because it's just tedious. But if you go slow, you have the ability to adapt the lips there and then change things. You don't have to rush all the time, which I say to do all the time. But you know, like, it is good to be able to go a little bit slow on faces because that is the most important part of this piece. The hands are going to be very important, the hat is, and the overall composition. But really, I hammer it down again. The selling point is the face, the eyes, and the features. The nose, the lips, you know, yeah, I'm going to pull these eyebrows up. There we go. I'm back. There we go. Oh, everybody's gone. That's funny. Whoopsie. My bad. Are we live again? Yep. Thanks, Spike. Literally lost everybody. Sorry, my wife called, so I assume that's why it got shut down there. You can hear but no video, Rick? That's not good. No picture. Is that better or no? Nothing? Just black. Ah, that's so annoying. So, let's see. Did that work? Switch the camera around. Nothing, eh? Sorry, guys. I might have to start again. Fuck's sakes. We can use our imaginations. I wonder if there's a way to, like, do it. Save highlight, enable flash, mute microphone. I think I'll just, still might be able to do it in the dark. Sound, no video. Okay, I'll just restart it. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry, guys.